I mean, this is just laziness. I don't know what else there is to say. Like, this is off a miss. I mean, there's no excuse for Mike Conley to not be up on D'Angelo Russell here. Look at this. This is just laziness and getting back. That's all it is. You sprint back. That's not happening. Cannot backpedal in transition. You have to get your feet set. Look at this. This player's feet are not set. He's playing off of his back foot. So look at this. LeBron is about to come off of a ball screen that this player needs to fight over the top of. And look at this. See how he's leaning backwards? Well, now instead of fighting over this screen, he's going to clank into the screen, and it's going to take him way too long to get over. And so, I mean, this D'Angelo Russell shot goes up. This is just, I mean, who do you think's getting the offensive rebound when not one Timberwolves player is boxing out? I mean, again, if you're Anthony Edwards, I mean, Anthony Davis has this ball. Like, you can't just be staring at the ball here. You just lost track of D'Angelo Russell. Get in a defensive stance with your feet set. Look at Anthony Edwards here. His feet are not set. Where is he going? He's leaning this way as this player's rocketing off of a down screen that he can't now defend. I mean, Kyle Anderson's got to communicate that a flare screen's coming right here. I mean, look at this, right? Like, stop. You got to be yelling out, flare, flare, flare. So this player knows, I need to get up because I'm going to have to get over the top of this screen. And this player doesn't move, and now he's getting screened, and now Malik Beasley's open. I mean, if you're Karl Anthony Towns, you're in drop coverage. You got to get your feet set. You got to be in a defensive stance. You got to be able to guard the ball and Wenyen Gabriel here. Look at this. You're backpedaling, so you aren't really able to guard either. If Wenyen Gabriel rolls hard here, you're not going to be able to slide over. So you're not guarding Wenyen Gabriel, and because you're backpedaling, you're not guarding the ball. Can't guard like this. You always need to be in front of your man. First of all, you're not even really seeing the ball, so you got to be seeing the ball and your man. But look at this. When this player sets a screen, I mean, you can't guard it. This guy's screening two Timberwolves players. Yeah, I mean, you're guarding LeBron James here. Like, you got to get your feet set. Like, look at this player. Your feet aren't set, so you're leaning this way as LeBron is coming off of a handoff that you can't defend now. If you're Taurean Prince here, as soon as this deflection happens, stop. Like, you got to start getting back. Like, you see LeBron's already starting getting back. Like, you have to start getting back. Like, you can't just stick around and stare and see who gets this ball. Because if you do that, well then, if the Lakers get it like they do, if you're Karl Anthony Towns, you cannot be going under a screen if you're trying to go over it first. Look at him trying to go over this screen first. Do you think you're going to get on the other side in time? You're not even close. So now look, now you're chasing the ball. Gobert's got to step up, and there's no one to box out Anthony Davis. Okay, so it's nice that this Timberwolves player gets over this first screen, but the problem is if D'Angelo Russell comes off of this screen this way, you can't run drop coverage. Look at the space. You have to switch. There's no choice. He's going to have to take Anthony Davis. Gobert's going to have to come up here. Like, you can't run drop coverage again. Look at how long it's going to take you to get over the screen. If you're Anthony Edwards, especially with LeBron having the ball in the open floor, just get back. This is really, you just gambled, and now you're out of the play. So again, you got a down screen here. You cannot go up the gut of a down screen. You have to go this way. Look at the angle you take when you go up the gut like this. So now you're trying to recover now to get back to LeBron, and he's coming off of a handoff that you are, again, not going to be able to guard. So that collapses the defense. Unbelievable. It's out of a baseline, out of bounds. Look at how unorganized the Timberwolves are. Like, how on earth does this... Look at this. How did that just happen? There was no screen set. Nothing. That's a joke. Okay, in transition here, if you're Rudy Gobert, you can't... Look at Rudy Gobert right now is just going down the middle, like, to no man's land. No, you have to step up here. You got to stay in front of this player. Like, look at this. Rudy Gobert's just going down the middle, while this player, like, you got to cut that off. Cannot stand in the middle of nowhere in transition. Karl Anthony Towns is standing in the middle of nowhere. Find somebody to guard. Anthony Edwards needs to make sure he's ahead of LeBron James, and he should be, but you got to find somebody to guard. Like, he's just standing in no man's land. Want to get in backside help defensively, you got to have your feet set and in a defensive stance. Look at this player. He's moving into backside help. Well, now look at this. Your feet are going this way as this pass is going here, and you're not going to have time to get out. Hey, I mean, again, this is bad transition defense. Jordan McLaughlin is jogging over here. You certainly can't do that. But if you're Jordan McLaughlin, you probably got to take the ball, and Kyle Anderson's got to go here. I don't know. Jogging like this is atrocious. Can't do this if you're Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You can see him anticipating an Austin Reeves screen. Look at this. So you're going up, like you're moving your feet uphill. The screen was never set. So you just reacted to a screen that wasn't set. So you're now climbing upwards as this player's flying off of a screen. And now it's just going to take you way too long to get over that screen. Again, so Taurean Prince backpedaling here on LeBron in the open floor. You just can't do it. I mean, so he's going to have to get up now and force LeBron into help. And Kyle Anderson, his man's not even in the picture, so he's right there. But like trying to guard LeBron one-on-one while backpedaling is not going to work. Again, you're running drop coverage. If you're Jaden McDaniels, you got to slide over, get your feet set in a defensive stance. You've got to be able to guard the ball, but you got to also be able to slide over to then guard LeBron if this pass gets made. You'll have help in the gaps right here. But your feet, you're backpedaling. How are you going to get over to LeBron here? Okay, so this Timberwolves player is going to get beat backdoor, so Rudy Gobert is going to have to help now. See, look at how he's dropping so that this pass can't get made here. Well, you've just given away the ability to guard Anthony Davis. Mike Conley's going to have to drop in the gap, so you're going to have to play on his side. If you force him right here, I can stunt. If I don't have to move my feet are set, I can get out. I'm not giving up a three-pointer. But, I mean, this now is not how you need to be defending him. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns is guarding Anthony Davis, giving him this angle here. Look at how he's opened his hip up here. So Anthony Edwards is going to have to drop, and you're going to have to get up and play on his side because we're going to have to have help in the gaps. Again, you stunt, feet are set, you'll be able to recover, no three-pointers given up. But, like, this help is just coming too late now. What is Mike Conley doing? His man is setting a down screen. You need to get attached to your man with your arms out. So Anthony Davis, the second he comes off the screen, is going to have to go out, okay? Like, you're not giving this player, like here, Anthony Davis is still curling right off the screen. This player has no time to get over. I mean, and if you are Karl Anthony Towns in this drop coverage, you have to have your feet set. You've got to be able to guard the ball and Anthony Davis and slide over. You'll have help in the gaps on Anthony Davis, but you're look at this. Like you're sprinting just to get to the ball. How are you going to guard Anthony Davis? All right, if you're Kyle Anderson and you're guarding Anthony Davis in the post, like you got to give him resistance the second he begins to back you down. You got to get up here. I mean, look at this right here. I mean, you're not giving him resistance right here. You're just letting him back you down. Look at that. Look at how low on the floor he just got. How much real estate he just picked up, and you did nothing. So now it's too easy.